Hi Prof and friends, I'm Yuling and I'll be going through my field observation of multilingual conversations set in a neighbourhood market setting at Chong Boon Market. This market is found in Mo Kio heartlands. According to city population statistics, my choice of location represents a bigger sample size of the Mo Kio population and involves a larger population of 15 to 64 years old. Given the fact that I went on a weekday morning, tendency of meeting the youth is low, thus the crowd I engaged is more representative of the middle-aged population. The target group of focus is the customers and sellers at specified stores. Placed in an informal setting, the observed will be in their comfortable state and natural conversations will happen. However, this will apply less so to the sellers due to their need to drive business and attract customers. In this video presentation, there will be 2 recorded conversations heard among parties from different religious and dialect groups. First is a unique conversation heard at a temporary store owned by a Muslim seller selling pottery and stoneware.
12块而已吗？再给你欧趴的。摸到了。我们家里的哪里？那个水果。你要2块吗？还不到了？没有。
后面有好吃的。这个找我拿来送的很好看。送的很好。
人家收到有那种惊讶的感觉，陶艺了。
This conversation expresses the equality we own as a multilingual nation-state. This success is contributed by our forefathers' policy-making efforts, which dates back all the way to 1965, when our 4 official languages, English, Chinese, Malay, and Tamil, are legitimized and positioned as on par with one another. These languages are all accessible for locals to learn and adopt, hence resulting in many cases of cross-language learning and speaking, as shown in the example just now. Driven with the intentions of attracting more crowd, the ability to speak Mandarin and some Hokkien provides the Muslim seller with a comparative advantage to other stalls. It is a very refreshing sight to see a non-Chinese being able to speak so eloquently in Mandarin. Next up, the second conversation takes place in the wet market at a store that sells mostly dried and ready-made food like kuehs, grass jelly, paos, etc.
皮，乖的。哦，那个是老板来的。给我一包炸虎皮好吗？炸虎皮好吃的，好吃的，拿来煮火锅啊。 不，煮火锅的，虎皮，都是啊，对，炸过的，这个塞，白菜豆腐，给我，哎，人家是挖了吗？哦，要2杯有什么？哎，我白糖糕没？有啊，来，啊，有啥子？准备。买你各个水饺包来。 哇！
找拢拢是水的啦。
怎么个水啦？好似找不到水。这有千秋哦。来，哎，豆腐豆腐鸡嚟嘅。啊？你咪啲豆腐雞嚟嘅。啊？豆腐雞嚟嘅。
豆雞啊，豆雞啊。
哎，美女，啲豆腐雞嚟過嚟。
The idea of code switching in this example could be an instinctive move or an intentional one of wanting to fit in with context. In the case of our lizard brain affecting our speech, the instance of my mother's use of English to describe the product that she was looking out for was a little out of desperation caused by the confusion created while speaking in Mandarin. She instinctively attempted to use English despite not being good at it. As for the purposeful code switching, the seller immediately used Hokkien to respond when she heard that the customer majors in Hokkien commands. She reciprocated to provide a greater sense of assurance and comfort, thus demonstrating good customer service qualities. However, the mastery of languages and dialects may still have some flawed interpretations when it comes to translation. This is shown by the 2 confused situations of the translations of Daoqi, Douchi, and Daofu. Language is highly associated to one's upbringing, and therefore it is inevitable to have different meanings associated to a common phrase. I'm actually quite impressed at how fast the sellers could adapt and respond to the different forms of saying from customers due to their long-term engagement in the multilingual environment at the wet market. Hope that my presentation inspires you to explore your neighbourhood and appreciate the multilingual conversations around you. Thank you!